What's going on, guys? Guxsy here. Welcome back to another video. Today's gameplay is actually a bit of domination with my friend Edo. I think he ended up picking up the nuclear. Yeah, he picked up the nuclear this game. Well, actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. But anyway, this commentary topic is actually story time number 2, #2. This is about my first time sneaking out of my house, or not my house actually, my friends, and it was actually a couple of days ago. So I've waited a couple of days to tell this commentary, just because I had to get a few videos out before then, just to explain to you what's going on in my life and how it's every day is getting harder, and the shit that goes on behind the scenes. So yep, that's basically what I want to talk about, and now I'll get into the commentary. So I was with my mate Jamie. I'm not going to say his YouTube name because I don't want to kind of say it, because my mum will find out and be pissed off or some shit, because she thinks that she knows it when she doesn't. She thinks that it's blurry when it's not. She thinks that she knows his YouTube name and it's not actually blurry. So she's kind of accusing the wrong person. But anyway, apart from that, let's get into commentary. So I was at his house, Jamie's house, and we were stayed up to like 2:30 or some shit like that, and we were just playing COD and watching YouTube videos and kind of, you know, talking, you know, as a normal person would do. And it came across our minds that we were actually going to go to Macca's that night. So what we actually decided to do was wait for his mum to go to sleep, and you know, we're just staying up talking quietly up until like 2 o'clock, where we started to plan our escape. So we walked through the middle of his house where his mum's room is, very quietly, and Jamie went to the kitchen to grab a knife, which we did not end up taking. We just did because he lives in kind of a dangerous area, so it's kind of a way of getting around. But I'm not going to talk too much about that because it was just a knife, kitchen knife. It made a bit of a noise, but that's all really. He was going to take it, but there was no real point because it was so big, and if he got caught with that, he would have been in big trouble. Sorry about this gameplay, actually, just realised that it's so fucking boring. But anyway, so yeah, we did that, and you know, he has a back door. We opened that and snuck out into an alleyway behind his house, and which led to the main street. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. We ended up walking up to Macca's. It took about 5 minutes to get there by walking, and we walked into the driveway of Macca's, okay? And you know, my friend Jamie went to a different school, so he knew a couple of kids, and we actually ended up seeing them. Saw 2 or 3 of them, and this kid was pretty stuffed up. His name was Regan. Shout out to Regan. I don't think he's ever going to be able to watch this video because he's homeless. Sorry about that, but yeah, you're missing out on my sick videos. But anyway, so we saw this kid, and he was pushing a bike which had stuff on it, and Jamie was like, "What are you doing out at this time?" He's like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Oh, nothing, we're just getting Macca's." And he's like, "Oh well, I just robbed some guy's house and took this bike." And you know, I was pretty weird. That was pretty weird. I just laughed and kind of walked off a bit, waited for Jamie to finish the conversation. And you know, he had a 7-year-old kid, and it looked like they were actually homeless because they didn't seem to look very clean or wear very nice looking clothes and stuff a normal housed person would do, such as myself. But yeah, and we saw this little 7-year-old kid. He looked a bit 7 or 6 or something, and he was just walking around 2:30 at night. Like, near that age, you don't really stay up that late, but that's not really what I talk about. It's about sneaking out. So he was with this other guy as well, who Jamie later told me that he smokes meth, which is a drug. And anyway, guys, before I continue this commentary, I'm totally against drugs. I think it's stupid, ruins people's life. I've seen what it does to people, and it's not pretty, so I recommend you never try drugs. I'm very against it. If you are one of my subscribers and you try drugs or touch or are addicted to it, I'm just going to end up blocking you, because I just don't like the idea of drugs. It's just stupid. Although I do love all my subscribers, so I probably wouldn't do that. I'm not going to judge you if you try drugs because you're probably nice people. I know you're all pretty cool people, so I'm not going to be like that. Because you just make me happy. By clicking that button, you know, that's all you have to do to make me happy. Every single day it happens, and I know it's kind of come at the right time actually, like having a bit of trouble with my parents, and then YouTube just stepping in to kind of help me out. But I guess it'd be easier if just the hard stuff went away and I could be a normal kid. I never really have been a normal kid, but yeah, I would love to know what it feels like. But anyway, I get off topic so fucking much. Okay, but anyway, let's get back to the commentary. So we walk into Macca's and we see there's a cop car. Okay, this is where we start getting a bit freaked out because I think it's actually illegal. We get fined like $500 for being out that late at our age, because we're under 18, so you can get fined in Australia for being outside. Because there's just some dangerous people out there in Australia. No, I'm not saying Australia's the only country. But anyway, let's just go back to this commentary. So we walk in and we don't see any cops. I think the cop car must have got stolen and dumped there. There's no cops anywhere to be seen. And we actually walked in there with like a bunch of 20-year-olds, and they thought we were up to something when really we weren't. We weren't doing anything stupid. We're just going to get Macca's because we're hungry. And we saw these guys, and they were saying, "What's going on, boys? What are you doing? What are you on? Why are you out this late? What are you doing? It seems a bit suspicious, don't you think?" And I thought that was strange, because that's just stupid. Like, to say something like that. We could have been doing anything, but yeah. So we just ended up walking home, eating our chips and burger on the way back. And it was actually overall successful. Didn't end up getting caught. Actually, no, kind of, not really, because the next day Jamie's mum said, "Oh, what is this Sprite bottle doing out here?" Because he ended up drinking some Sprite in his room or something, like in the lounge room. And he got caught with the bottle out there. So anyway, guys, hopefully you all enjoyed this video. That's why I do YouTube, to entertain you guys. Leave a nice comment because it really helps me out, really makes me motivated to make videos, even though there might not be many more from me because of selfish parents, whatever you want to call them, dickheads, which I prefer. No offense, because you can say anything if you say no offense after it. But anyway, hope you're all having a good day so far. If not, hopefully this video made it a bit better. But yeah. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I'm close to 300 subs. I mean, I'm over 300. I'm going to get close to 400 soon. 400 aside, I'm going to do a Q&A because, you know, I can't really announce a Q&A right now at the moment because I won't be able to upload it. Yeah, so, yeah. So guys, I'm out. Peace.